technically, what we had to do is, this is a DY. So it's not very fancy, because this is a second old jerrycan, and we wanted to ensure that the water that is being used in this incubator, it's replenished as automatically as possible, because we realized that the last hatch, the reason why we didn't have at least 70% is the machine overheated. So we had our fundi come in, and what he had to do was do a bit of DIY. We had to buy a few of commodities, and he connected this machine, or rather this water jerrycan is connected with this egg incubator. So unlike before, he just need to replenish water at this stage, and this water will continue to flow inside this egg incubator. And so what happened is, we realized if we are opening our egg incubators after every 3 days, then it means we are introducing outside environment, even if it's for a few minutes, and it's not good, guys. So what we noticed is, after every 2-3 days, we had to open and close our incubators, and these used to introduce outside environment. And technically, I also started to think the reason why our hatchability has not increased is also due to these factors, which we mean we need to ensure our incubator is only open 3 times. That is on day 7 once, to check on the fertility level of whatever the research institute told us, if indeed they were fertile eggs, and if there was formation of embryo. So this is whereby we are able to do the egg candling at day 7, and the eggs which do not have any formation for the embryo, they have to be removed. The next time we do that, that is on day 14. This is whereby you can be able to see there is a movement of the embryo within or inside these eggs. And of course, the last opening, it's on day 18. This is whereby we are going on a shift we call total lockdown. So we will be moving from the setter stage to the hatcher stage. And if we can be able to minimize those 2-3 times, then I believe we have a better fertility and a better hatchability. So beside that being the point, this is whereby again we are doing it, and we want to know, are we going to reach that level we've always wanted? All right. So as usual, the very first thing that always happens is the placement of these eggs inside what we call as a setter. So this is the setter, and it's not just on that, right? So this is what we call the setter, or the setter stage. And ideally, this is going to take at least the first 18 days since we place these eggs inside. And obviously, we have Ali. You guys, you know Ali from Afrifama feeds. And when he is not on the field, and this is what is very paramount, is they are able to work closely with Robert. But beside the point is, what we do is, other than just setting these eggs is we are going to ensure that at least we are able also to control the temperatures, to control their humidities. And I believe having done that and having ensured that the water is well automated, then we will be in a better position of ensuring that at least we are able to hatch better eggs. I don't know if you are watching this, wherever you're watching from, what percentage of eggs do you think we are going to hatch for our third successful hatch? Can you be able to get at least 70%? I'm not even going to ask for 80, 90, or 100. Can we get 70? And what are your thoughts on the same? So this is the whole thing of entrepreneurship, guys. So one day you are building a prototype and you think it's an interesting prototype, it's going to work. You talk to the customers and you get enough pre-orders. The next day, you don't have enough good. And this is what we call a very, very good problem. So in whatever you're building, and this is borrowed heavily from the recent talks we've been having, and this is based on you as an entrepreneur. Whatever you're building, it doesn't have to be a hatching business. It doesn't have to be a hatching business. It doesn't have to be a feed business. Whichever business you're doing, you have to know you can get it right on the paper, do everything right, but sometimes it's not going to work out. But as an entrepreneur, you don't want to say, I'm done with that. No, you have to try. Because remember, the very first hatch we did here wasn't good. The next one was a good improvement. This very one, I don't know if it's going to work. And we have even risked even more and more and more. Why? Because everything we are doing is we are either learning, we are either improving. Like now before this, you have seen we have improved the water system. And we could not have learned about the water system if the water wasn't the issue. If we weren't strong enough, if we weren't risky enough to do the second phase. And who knows, that's how you get a success. So irrespective of what you're building, you have to anticipate for failure phase. You also need to know failure is not a final and failure is not a destination. So you need to iterate, make as many iterations as possible. Also at the same time, try to consult. And if you have smart people around you, also try to consult them. Or if you know someone who is good in that subject, get to know, why is this in my business not working? And ultimately, that's going to work. Now, back to the hatchery. Robert and Ali, they are almost done. And as well, the water inside of what we have been working on as well, it's almost done. And you guys, you can be able to see this. I'll show you in a bit. So yeah, so now that we are almost done to setting up, and as usual, it's almost the last process of this. I mean, once we open up this machine, then we are done. So the next time we'll be here is after 21 days, and we want to see if indeed we would have achieved the result. And hey, if this is your first time in Afrifama, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you like the content that you like, and if you like the content that we shoot here and you find it insightful, then this video right here is good for you. Until next time, this is Afrifama. Bye bye.